What's up, everybody? Thank you so much because you have just tuned in to Real Laughs right here on Real Radio 104.1. Today, I'm your host. I'm Mr. James John, comedian extraordinaire, and the host of The Lowdown on Afro TV Shameless Plug. Now, we got a great show for you guys. We have your nightcap of comedy. I'm joined in virtual studio for some men you all know and all love, the very funny comedians. First off, we'll start with Baby Thanos, aka Idris Elba Jr., and the godfather of Orlando comedy, Mr. Ken Miller in the house. Ken, how you doing, brother?
I am good, man. Enjoyed my first week of work at the new job. Good comedy weekend. I actually about to head out to Daytona now. Shout out to the cat that hit me up that heard us on the radio. One of our four listeners. Uh,
It's
one
like
of our
Captain
four
Planet.
yeah,
Our
one of
listeners
our
come
four
together.
listeners. And yeah, man, it's a good week, man. Good first work week. Pretty good weekend. And shout out to James and Miguel. Came and hung out at the Funny Fridays. Went out and smoked some cigars. I know my wife had to come on and take her whole hair off. It was so smoky in there.
Yeah, let's
So
talk about that for just a 1 second, man. We had a great time. First off, shout out to Tim Allen who did First Fridays and absolutely killed it, man. That's a funny young man. If you guys have not seen the Black Tim Allen perform, y'all definitely need to go check him out and definitely go to RM Bingo. Yeah, we usually go to Coronas after a show when everybody's there. We know each other, whatnot. We want to hang out, but we usually sit outside. Now it's cool outside because you don't get as much of the cigar smoke, but there was no chairs outside. It was pretty packed on that night. So we actually went inside. Bro, I had to burn my clothes, Ken.
it's crazy, man. It's crazy because I've gotten so used to it. Like now, when I come home, if I'm by myself, my
Hmm.
wife is like, put your clothes in the laundry room area and go
Uh-huh.
get in the shower.
Yeah, you got to
Cause
go
like
straight to the shower.
Cause bro,
Yeah.
cause if I'm on the road and I come home from smoking a cigar, man, I lay right in that hotel bed.
Oh, ah,
Cause I be tired. I mean, you know how hard it is to be drunk and get in the
yes,
shower.
yes, it is.
Yo,
Bro, I smell
yo.
Michelle holds me off outside before I came in the house, man. Out there booty naked. Just
Bro, I'm just like, man, but nah, we had a good ass time, man.
I can see James booty naked get hosed down. His neighbors looking at him. He's like, "Hey, Derek, real quick, man, your dog keep pooping on my lawn. Watch out, Michelle. Get the jewels. Hey, Miss Emery. Hey, Mr. Clark.
Yo.
What's funny about that, they probably just wave right back. Hey,
Hey,
James.
Hey,
James.
James.
James out there getting watered down again.
Yeah.
Some dude sitting in his house. Baby, how come you wash me down before I come home?
hey, 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 dog. Remember the dude that wanted to look at James on the camera?
Yeah, he's talking to a real estate agent right now. I'd like to move into James's neighborhood. I hear Michelle hoses him down in the yard, and you know
Yo.
James eating while she's hosing him, and it's
Yep.
not even like a small meal; it's a bowl of something. He's like
Yeah.
eating pho. He's like,
Hey.
"Hey, real quick, Derek, too. I'm not trying to nitpick, man, but you know our grass getting long, man. We all try to keep this neighborhood good. Hey, kids."
This is a respectable neighborhood. Get your line
Hey, let me
back.
ask you guys, while we on the topic real quick, what do you think is the most embarrassing thing you guys used to do for your kids? I'll tell you what one of mine
Oh,
was for my father. You remember, Ken? I don't know if it was the same as when you enlisted, but you remember them little Ranger panties, skivvies that they used to have for like running? It's like the little silkies.
Yeah, the little
Marines wear those
shorts.
little
Yeah,
silkies.
yeah, the little
So
shorts. Yeah.
when we lived on a base, every man we knew wore them silkies in the Marine base. But when we lived out in town, my dad would wear them little silkies around the house. And these things, James, these are coochie cutter little military
Yeah.
shorts
ooh.
made of silk. So my dad would be outside doing some yard work and stuff, and I'm like, put some goddamn pants on. He got all little silk. I know what boys like shorts. What do you do, James, that used to embarrass the hell out of your kids that you didn't care?
Bro, I would walk around when the kids would come over to my house. Y'all know me, man. I'm a pretty free dude. When the kids' friends would come over, I would be in my boxers and my tank top like I am right now.
But so
It
you
just,
on you on a broadcast that's gonna be forever on the internet in your
yeah,
boxers and a tank top right now.
bro. Sometimes you gotta let these kids know about gravity. You gotta let
Yo,
them know
I bet
what's
you
gonna
can't. Him and
happen.
Michelle get done having sex. He come downstairs. Woo! When y'all get me a Gatorade? Your daddy is worn out. Woo! Hey, go upstairs and bring your mama a Gatorade too. Don't peek though. She
Kids
she
are like,
naked. She show respect.
Kids get mad. Dad, we yelled the safe word out.
Yeah. Somebody get your mama a cigarette. I did some
Ooh.
stretches, so I was hip pumping. It was like a wrecking ball. Like that Miley Cyrus song. I came in like a wrecking ball. Hey, what's your name? I'm James. Good to meet you, kid.
You know what the funny part is? It still happens to this day. They will come over to the new house where we're at right now. They'll come in with their girlfriends because they got a key. Hey,
Yeah.
if you don't knock, you know the rules. You might find something different.
So
I don't even get up anymore. I just sit here. I'm like, what's up? Whatever the girl's name may be. Hey, girl, how you doing?
Oh, I'm
Keep
glad you
going.
walked in the house. Can you get me and your mama a cup of coffee? She's bent over and I can't unbend her. We're old, kids. Don't get old. Don't get old. We've been stuck in this position for 20 minutes. I'm glad you're here. Pull daddy from the back. Get him out of here.
You say stuck or bent over, bro.
Kid, did you ever do anything that you knew just embarrassed your kids,
Oh,
but you just didn't
yeah,
care?
I would kiss them when they got off the school bus. I would wait for them to get off the
Oh,
school bus, hug them, and kiss them on the cheek. Oh, they hated it. To the point where
they
Junior
must
would
have.
run. Like one time I thought somebody was gonna call the police because it looked like I was kidnapping them.
You gotta kiss them.
Man's trying to kiss a little kid.
Now let
To
me
this
ask you.
day, I still kiss them. I kiss my kids on the cheeks to this day, and I make my daughters give me a kiss goodbye when I'm leaving.
I'm Puerto Rican, man. I've been kissing uncles. I've been
Oh, hey,
kissing.
yeah.
I've been kissing dudes I didn't really know, but were associated with our family on the cheek with a hug since I met them, which is kind of weird because I've brought friends from the South, and I know people from the South do kiss too, but it's like really, really a closer thing. It's like they kissing their grandma, they kissing something like that, and they're not used to it. And I've brought people to meet family members or go up north with me and do stuff, and they get shocked with every guy I see, like that's an uncle, a cousin, whatever. It's the hug and the kiss on the cheek. We don't do the double kiss like the Italians do because you know one kiss is enough. Those guys, but you know we do the kiss on the cheek, which pretty much every male family member are close to.
And the thing is, it ain't even a big deal. You know what I mean? Like. Shout out to Angel from Monsters. Angel the Monsters is one of the most affectionate, nicest human beings on the planet. He will hug you, kiss you. Hey, what's up, Poppy? And it's not a big deal at all.
You know how many dudes smell like leather jackets and like in Stetson that I've hugged and kissed on the cheek in my family? Stetson cigar smoking a leather jacket is my uncle, and it's always like this is a family member. There's tons of times, especially I think black families in the South are a lot like this. I think white families in the South are a lot like this too. But Puerto Rican families all over this way, where I'm 40 years old and I'm meeting somebody who's referred to as my cousin. They're like a third cousin. They're like, "This is your cousin." I'm like, "Hey, where you been?" You know, 40 years.
In the South, we will have people that's just close to our family that we call cousin.
Yeah.
They're not even really our cousin.
They're not even family. Dude, to this day. We've talked about this before. I have friends. I call my cousin. Like, hey, this is my cousin.
Yeah,
hey, that's cuz. What's up? Or we really close. That's my brother.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And if somebody was, I have a cousin on my daddy's side that was my mama's best friend. They were like sisters. I call her auntie.
Yeah, we got a lot of aunties. Yeah,
I got my cousin on my daddy's side, but my mama's best friend.
I got cousins that are on my mom's side that are like my mom's cousin, but because of the age, I refer to them as an uncle. Just because it's like I can't be on the same level. This dude was 20 when I was born, you know?
Yeah. You can't be like cousins.
Yeah, we're not like cousins. Yo, your cousin can't wipe your ass, whoop your ass, and sign you out of school.
No,
you know, your cousin's supposed to be running neck and neck with you.
But he can buy you alcohol.
Yeah,
that's what they're supposed to do.
But James, we that point now. We the OGs. We the
in the family
now.
Now, bro, people started calling me that, and I did not know how to function. They call me Unc. I'm like, oh damn, I am Unc. Like I'm about to be 50 years old. I'm old now that they can call me Unc, and it can't be disrespect. I'm like, damn, I am.
But you get to do things now that your uncle. Like you could sit down at the table and just unbutton your pants, like, oh, I'm full. Woo! And everybody's like, Uncle James.
Yeah, Uncle James.
Hey, weird things at the Thanksgiving table. I get to.
Hey Jay, I found this meme. I was gonna post it later today. It says, if you've ever heard of Singulus Wireless Wachovia Banco LL, address me as Unc.
Yeah.
if you've never heard of Singular Wachovia LL, address me as Unc.
If you've never driven a Bonneville, then you know.
If you know what Pontiac is.
If you've ever put curb feelers on your car so you could park perfectly,
Gotcha.
If you was around before the debit card was invented,
Yeah.
Damn.
think about that. We had to pay cash for
Damn.
everything.
You saying
Then
yes.
eventually they was like, you can just use your card. Like,
If
I don't
you-
have a credit card. No, no, no. You
Yeah.
can use your bank card
Yeah.
to pay
Bro,
for
I
this.
forgot
What?
about that.
If you never
Ken.
wrote a check for dinner, do y'all take check? You
Bro.
know, sitting there at a
If you
restaurant, let me write a
if you
check.
if you never gone to a building to rent a movie,
Yeah.
bro,
If you never walked into a building and as you walked inside, there was an ashtray for you to put your cigar and cigarette
yes.
out. Inside, right at the front.
If you haven't flown on a plane and seen an actual ashtray on a plane,
Yeah.
bro, I remember that. I remember walking in like, smoking or non in a
Yeah.
restaurant. Bro, how old are we?
Yeah,
God
man.
damn.
You walk into it. I've gone onto a plane and the pilot's like, "Hey, everybody, this is your captain speaking.
Right.
Anybody got any Newports before I start? I went and grabbed the wrong pack, and my co-pilot's white, so he don't got any menthols."
Bro, I remember we used to go to a Pizza Hut and sit down inside.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
Yeah.
remember that?
with them
Pizza Hut
red
had a
cups.
buffet. Yeah, with the red cups with that good Coke.
Yeah,
Bro.
Pepsi, bro. Pepsi. Pizza Hut, Pepsi.
That was
I
right.
wish it was
you're right.
Coke. Yeah, I wish it was Coke. That's the
Yeah,
only
wish
thing
it
they were
was.
dropping the ball on.
You could
Bro.
play Pac-Man back in the day. Remember that?
Yeah,
Hey, I remember when Gatorade was in a glass bottle.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah. That's old, man.
That's
Yeah, you-
glass bottle, bro. And
you
so
old
some
as
pop off
hell.
at the basketball court.
I remember this.
Can't beat somebody over plastic, but that glass though.
I remember
Oh,
this, and I don't know how prevalent it is nowadays. But I remember when kids would run away for a little bit and come back.
Yeah.
And they, like it was, hey,
Yeah.
nowadays, and I understand, I would freak out if my kid, but I remember when somebody be like, you hear Javier and Elisa gone, they'd be back.
Yep.
They just,
2 days.
they went to the movies and hide out in the woods and
Do kids even still run away from home?
I don't know, man. Kids just run away all the time. I remember people
Ken,
knocking on my
bro.
window like, hey man, I'm running away. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, no, that's cool, but
That's cool.
I got a good thing going here, bro.
Yeah. Ken, let me ask you, how they gonna run away when they won't even go outside?
Yeah.
That is true.
Bro,
They can't run away. There's no Wi-Fi in the
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
What would they do? What would a kid do if they ran away now? They'd be in a tent trying to log into Wi-Fi. They'd literally call their mom. I'm okay. I just need to know what's the password to Netflix. 'Cause I'm really bored right now.
And
Yeah.
I've never been happy. I'm out.
yeah.
Yo. Because
What's the
like
password
when
to
we
Netflix?
ran away, we were just at a friend's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the
we
fort
just
in the
walked
woods.
railroad tracks
Yeah.
and walked in the woods and
Went to
came
the tree
home
fort.
and our parents didn't even know. They
Yeah.
just thought we was out somewhere. We
And the
thought we
worst
did
part,
something.
yeah. The worst part too is when somebody would run away and their parents would come looking and they'd be like, your mom would be like, come here, because you're already associated with whatever crime this kid does. And she'd be
Mhm.
like, Miss Linda is looking for Jamie. Do you know where he is? And you like, no. And you and like, please, they're all hysterical. I need to find him. You're like, all right, I can't tell you where it is, but I'm gonna go to our fort. Let me go. You can't know. I'm gonna go see if he's at the fort. I can't show you. I'm breaking like 9 rules, man. Let you find out. Next thing you know, Decepticons know where we're at.
Yeah.
You know?
That is hilarious. In the 90s, nobody knew you was gone for 3 days. They just go to a friend's house, man.
Yeah, they knew when your chores weren't done. Where is
Yeah,
Ken?
Yeah. And I
Just
don't even
trash is
think
backed
I
up.
don't ever think I even asked my mom to spend the night over my friend's house. I just stayed.
Just stayed. Yeah.
I just stayed.
Not to be
that
like
was it.
rude, but I feel like I just told her. You know, not like I was that tough. I'd be like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm staying at Ken's. As long as they were a friend that they knew,
Yeah.
Yep,
it was all
it
right.
cool. All right, guys, don't go anywhere when we get back. We'll be talking about some signs that you may be getting old. And what prompted this conversation is Mr. Kevin Hart, who thought he could outrun a former NFL running back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right here on Real Radio, Real Laughs. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. You are still listening to us on Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. Want to remind everybody out there, if you don't already follow us on social media, go ahead and do that right now. Go to Instagram and follow us. Go to Facebook and follow us. And don't forget to go to YouTube. That's right. Now you can subscribe, like, and comment. You can actually see these faces to go with these voices. We need you guys to definitely do that. Share all of our content. And thank you guys for continuing to listen to us. We're going on our 7th year. I can't believe it. But yeah, 7 years of Real Laughs right here, so we can continue to do this for you guys. And thank you for everybody who came out to the show this weekend and told me that you listened to our show. I really appreciate you, man. Shout out to a gentleman named Eric. I know we like to shout out all the people that come out to the shows and say they listen to us. So thank you, Eric, for coming out to the show. Oh, also, Miguel, Angelique says hi, by the way. I don't know if you remember Angelique from way back when we first started doing Real Last, and we did that cruise on the Victory gambling boat.
Remember that
Young
boat
lady,
cruise?
she
Yeah.
looks so young. She's a
Oh, she got that
realtor.
perfect. She got the perfect black skin that looks like she's never done anything but drink water her whole life.
That's right.
Angelique's
Yeah.
skin looks like she's never been in a room where there was smoke. She's never met a UV ray, and the only thing she drinks is Bobby Boucher's water from from
Yeah. Yeah.
the
From a
water boy.
chalice. Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. Absolutely, bro.
she got
She
the
always tell you hi.
LL Cool J jeans where like just you'll never age. Like
Licks her
like
lips.
like the devil was caught in a bear trap in the woods one day. She set him free, and he's like, "Never will you age a day."
Also, shout out to our boy, our mutual boy. I met him through you. Bruce came out.
Bruce, which Bruce?
Football player Bruce.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
That's
brought his
what's
lovely
up.
wife with
Bruce,
him, man.
Bruce,
Yeah.
Bruce, another dude. His wife never ages.
Yup,
His
yeah.
wife, yeah, she was there with that bear trap. She's like, "Come on, Angelique, put some muscle in it." Ugh.
Uh,
You'll
I
watch everyone die, but you'll live. Like, that's cool, devil.
Hey, good looking out, devil.
Yeah.
I always like to shout out Bruce, man, because Bruce is like us, man. He's a big dude that did good. He definitely got a fine wife because he's a big dude that had money. So
Mm.
God bless Bruce, man. I always tell him that, man. So shout him out. All right, real quick, guys. I don't know if you saw this, but it made me laugh because I laugh when celebrities do silly things because I think they have so many people around them that advise them, whether it be financial or what do you call those people, publicists, that somebody should have told them don't try this. But I'm laughing right now because Kevin Hart, I don't know if you guys heard this, he's referring to himself as the dumbest man on the planet because for some reason he thought that he could beat a former NFL running back in a foot race. Like, I don't know where he got that from. I don't know what made him think that he had enough talent and speed to do that, but he ends up tearing his abdomen trying to run a foot race. And I think that is just life, handing that man a chair and telling him to sit his ass down somewhere. Why would Kevin Hart think that he can beat an NFL running back? His name is Stephen Ridley. I'm not the biggest NFL person, but are you guys familiar with that dude at all?
Yeah, I know him. Yeah. It's funny, dude. Actually saw the race,
Race?
and
Okay.
Kevin wasn't that far behind.
No, with them little legs too, man.
Like an
He
alligator?
really wasn't
Like-
that far behind, bro.
Okay, gotcha. So what happened though, Ken? Where did he lose it? Where did
Uh,
he? Where did he go
went
wrong
against
for him?
he went against a dude that's kind of still fresh out of the NFL. I mean, he only been out of the NFL for a couple of years. So most guys when they're fresh out, they still stay in a little bit of shape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm looking him up. He played 3 years at
He played for the
LSU.
Jets. I know he
Yeah.
played for the Jets back in the day.
Started out, he got drafted by the Patriots, third round, 75th, 73rd pick. Patriots, Jets, Lions, Colts, Falcons,
Vikings, right?
Broncos, Vikings. And he spent his last year at Pittsburgh. Has a Super Bowl
Okay.
championship ring. Won in 2007. He was on a national championship team. First team All SEC. I mean, you're going against a dude that's still in some good shape.
And here's the thing, man. What people just don't get is even if let's just say you going against somebody you don't really even know, some dude who's on the practice squad, they're top tier in the world still.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You don't get to the league unless you're a top tier athlete.
Bro, I like the confidence Kevin Hart's like, you know what, man? I'm Kevin Hart. I try it. You know what I mean? What I got to lose?
Bro.
He's like, I beat the rocket races all the time. I beat the rocket races all the time.
Wheelchair right now, bro. Like he hurt that bad, like he's sitting in a wheelchair. But Miguel, I go back to what you said. I agree with that. I'm one of the few people I will never call an NFL, NBA player trash, bust, or garbage.
No, they're
because
not.
you gotta have some talent to still get drafted and to even play.
Yeah.
No. To even ride the bench.
To ride the bench. So think about this. This dude, he played 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 9 years in the league as a running back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
One of the most physical things you can get.
Yeah.
Now, he didn't have any, he had one really great season. He rushed for about 1,200 yards, but all the other seasons were about 700, 300, 400 yards. He never really had a real breakout season except for 2012. But still, bro, you're a professional football player. Like,
yeah.
you can't beat that, dude.
Dude, Vinny Testaverde, man. Vinny Testaverde played for like 900 teams in the league. People used to always make fun of, oh, Vinny on another team. I'm like, if you get let go from one team and immediately get signed to another team, that's because you are valuable. Our boy AJ Francis played for 5 teams. He never had a moment where he was let go from a team where he wasn't automatically on another team.
Shout
And
out
I
to
mean,
AJ.
you think about that. If it was any other job, if you were like, yeah, Sprint let me go, and then Verizon called me the next day and say, hey, move on out to Utah, like you wouldn't knock that person.
Hey,
No,
bro,
you
let's
wouldn't.
talk Vinny. Vinny Testaverde played 21 years
Yeah.
in the National Football League. 46
Is that a record, Ken?
might be.
Tom Brady, what's Tom Brady
I
at?
think Brady might be up there about 22.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I think Jerry Rice might. It's been a few, but football you usually don't get 10, 12 years. You usually
That's all
football.
about, the CT of the body, man.
But bro, 21 years. Dog, that's
crazy.
Dude, because here's the thing.
in football.
And here's the thing. Take this into account. Let's say it's year 8 and you're Vinny Testaverde, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're garbage, there's a younger, cheaper dude out there right now to do what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So for 21 years of being in the league, that means no. This person has value. That's like baseball. David Justice, man, he was on teams playing a game or two, but there's a value to you,
Yeah. When I look it up, a cat named George Blender was number 1. He had 26 years. But when you start going on the list, the next 2 are kickers. And Morton Anderson and Adam Vinatieri, they were both 25 and 24 years, and then Brady hit 23.
Yeah,
Adam Vinatieri was so important to the Patriots too, man.
Yeah,
like he was like when you start knowing kickers' names and knowing that they're winning Super Bowls with you,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know anybody but that dude, but I've heard of him. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, so when you look through it, man,
only kickers I know is that dude and Charlie Brown. That's it.
And then you got Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice was at 20 years. Brett Favre hit 20 years.
Now here's something.
Hit 20 years.
Here's something about Brett Favre, Jerry Rice. Imagine playing 20 years in the league and being great pretty much all of them.
Yeah,
because Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice is amazing. I mean, he defies gravity.
24,000 yards, 208 touchdowns.
And and I'm not the biggest sports guy, but they actually played in the time when you could get hit.
Yeah,
that's the difference also.
So they was happy to get out the 80s. They was like, man, the 90s was like, hey, we got some rules. Hey, you can't do this. You're like, whoo, thank God. Then the 2000s, they was like, hey, you can't even touch him. Ooh, thank God.
Yeah.
I could go 4
Jerry
years.
Rice played in the league when they were still trying to convince you that you didn't actually have an ACL. They were like, how can you tear it if it's just a myth? Doc, throw it. But Jerry Rice played in the league when the doctor smoked a cigar, and he was like an old MASH doctor from the Korean War. And he's like, no matter what you came in with, he's like, you think this is something, kid? I seen a man's guts blown out with a bullet stuck in his heart, and he went out there. You'll be fine. Take the cortisone shot. Do a bump.
Didn't even give him a shot. He did this to him. Put this in your mouth.
Yeah. Come here. Give him a belt and some This doctor's office is sponsored by Rydell Whiskey. 160 proof.
Oh my God. They had a little dude back there playing the flute like it was a Civil War.
Yeah.
And back in the day when you come in the office, you like, guys, I got drunk and I punched my wife. They're like, you gotta let some steam out. I get it. Was Linda mouthing off again? Because we told her last time. Yeah. It's good, man. Walk it off. Do a bump.
In the 80s, the doctors had that black bag. Only thing in it was cocaine and cortisone.
Yeah.
Got the black bag, yo.
Yeah. Come running out.
Hey, the NFL sends somebody over to your White House to talk to Linda. Hey, Linda, look, I know he punched you.
Yeah,
but we need him for the team. I'm gonna need you to shut your mouth.
They pulled up. They're like giving her a ride, and they're like, Linda, you gotta understand, blah blah blah. And she's like, okay. And they stops, and he gets out the car and just walks away. She's like, aren't you gonna take your car? What do you mean, Linda? That's your car.
That's your car.
Your wife got no teeth and a broken cheek, 6 cars in the driveway.
That's the 80s in the Ville, bro. I tried to do some young stuff too, bro. A couple years ago, I raced Preacher and I raced Akeem.
Okay, wait a minute. Ken, let's start at the beginning. What made you race Preacher. Now, if y'all don't know who we're talking about Preacher Lawson from AGT. Y'all know him. Now, Preacher has always been in shape, right, kid? Pretty much. So you thought to yourself, man, my experience is gonna kick in, and I'm gonna dust this fool.
I'm gonna
right?
interject. I know exactly why, because they were running their mouths, and Ken was
Yeah.
sick of it. You don't know how many times I found myself in a situation of something I can't do, but I'm just tired of hearing these two young kids run their mouth. I'm like putting the helmet on. I'll ride this bull for 9 goddamn seconds.
That's right. I got you.
Hey.
Let's do this.
Yeah, but what happened was they were talking junk, and so y'all know my friend. Y'all met him before, Crown Royal.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
and he was like, man, you'll smoke these young dudes. Man, let me tell you something. Hey, I'ma lie and say I won. But I might have got some of that roll smoke in my face.
From both of them?
From both of them. I
Because
ran track in high school.
Yeah, Akeem ran all through high school too. Leave me alone.
But
I like girls. Stop it.
I say this. So there's another kid work with me. His name is Kyle Marr, worked with me at Sprint. And I was telling him the story. He said, I'll beat you too. I said, nah, what's not gonna happen? I'm not gonna let a little white kid beat me.
No, you can't do that, bro.
And I actually beat him, and that we do have that on video. I actually beat him. I said, we outside after work, jeans, sneakers, polo shirts on, running in the parking lot of Sprint.
Right after the race, too, Ken got arrested. Like, tell me what happened, son. What did he do?
Yeah.
Came out with this black bag full of cocaine
and cortisone.
Hey, when I went across the finish line, I was like, this was Vinny Testaverde. And all of the old dudes has been in the league 20 years. hey, I was running like some
arms carried
on the fire.
Yeah. Hey, have you guys ever noticed, man? Like when you see people like long distance running, they have the dumbest arms. It's like T-Rex arms running. I like the running back run where it's just pumping like.
Yes.
When you see those dudes doing miles, they're like.
What's funny to me is when they do them quick races and they do the cool down where they look real funny. They put their hands on their back of their hip like this and walk like they got an attitude.
Yeah.
Like that,
chicken.
kid.
That's that basketball stands.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. Like sitting there like Forrest Gump.
That's the stance I take when I have to bend over 3 times in one setting. I just get up like, woo, woo. Oh, I can't believe I put everything in those bottom drawers. That was stupid.
That was crazy.
Oh my God.
I have got to the age and physical weight where something falls down and I'm like, damn it. Okay.
Think about it.
Yeah, I get it, but I'm like, all right. Woof, this one. All right, let me.
Miguel kicking everything under the refrigerator. Hey, Miguel can't find the remote to the Roku, man. It's under the refrigerator.
Hey, the minute the Roku remote falls, I'm on Amazon. Roku remote. Put it in the mailbox up high.
All right, bro. Y'all, when we get back, I want to talk about the fact that I saw the best, the best mug shot in the world the other day, man. One of our former presidents got arrested in Georgia, y'all, and I just found it hilarious. When we get back, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Y'all stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Right here, Real Laughs, Real Radio. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you. You are still listening to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host today, Mr. James John, joined in virtual studio with Mr. Miguel Colon Jr. and Ken Miller, the godfather of Orlando comedy. One more time, I want to remind you guys, if you don't follow us on social media, please take a little time and do that. Go to Instagram and follow us, Facebook and follow us. And now you can go to YouTube and see these faces to go along with these voices. You guys, please subscribe, like, and comment. Now, I saw something funny last week, man. I know everybody in the world saw it too, man. Our former president, Mr. 45, actually had to go surrender himself, and he got arrested. Did y'all see the mugshot?
Yeah, and I'm going to say this, man. I feel like Trump's team was like, listen, this is how – there was a coach who told him this is how you do the perfect mugshot. You keep your head this way. He was like, I do the goddamn mugshot the way I want to.
Yep.
I want him to know I'm angry.
Yep.
Hey, and this is the thing too. When Trump was in jail, I think this about Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump is one of those kind of dudes that if you are nice to him, he is going to like you. I think that is. You remember
Yes.
when he met? Remember when
I
he when
think
he
that
met
too.
President Obama face to face? I think he got an
Yes.
ego like that. And I'm not talking any of his politics. Just as a person, he's got the kind of ego that if you real nice to him, talk to him about how much you like him and stuff like that, he's
Yeah.
going to like you. So you know he was like locked up, and there was some dude in there named like Latron that was like, "Hey, Mr. President, man, I'm going through the same thing, baby. Same thing, man. They trying to say I did this burglary 6 years ago." He's like, "This is ridiculous, Latron. They're going after me. They're going after you now." You know, like, he's like, who owned the liquor store? He's like, it was some Democrat. God damn, Latron. It's the same game. So you know, like now you're gonna see President Trump at these talking about stuff. He's gonna be wearing that free Latron shirt. And he's like,
boy, he gonna
Yes.
take out Latron in the speech. I know
Yeah.
a young man named Latron, beautiful young man, very smart, great young
Loves
man.
me.
very
Love
smart
me.
guy.
me,
A
love
trade
me,
gangster
love
crip.
me.
You know, so
Yeah.
that means, when I think about a guy and I say he's an A-Trade gangster grip, I say that's a guy who's willing to dedicate himself.
That's right.
Dog,
Hey,
what's
walked into-
crazy about the mug shot and what's crazy about the story is
Talk about it.
the 215.
Yeah.
Like
Bruh.
that's the like that was the biggest thing in the news that like I'm 6'2" and I'm 215 pounds.
Yeah.
Bruh. And Trump don't look nothing
Nothing like
you.
me, dog.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing
Bruh.
like me.
He said, I'm on 215. They're like, by what?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm always like, what made
You mean
story? What made that that was the story was his weight. Why was that
Here's
story?
why. Because they entered, when you get your mugshot, you get arrested, they entered the information in. They put his information in before he got there that he was 215 and 6'9". Like no one else gets that courtesy.
You know what
no
that's
one
like
else
though? That's like
Yeah.
that's like remember all the wrestlers in like the 80s? You're like Hulk Hogan ain't 7'1".
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
Bro,
you got. I'm gonna say this though.
7'1", 280, hailing from
Yeah.
Ventura, California. He's from
Yeah.
Tampa.
He's from Tampa.
bro. That's hilarious. I will say this, man. The internet, Ken, we said it before, we'll say it again. It's undefeated. Because everybody who got arrested, remember they had that chart with everybody who got arrested with him? Somebody posted, man, that new lineup for Mortal Kombat 11 looks crazy.
You know what the funny thing is, man? Hunter Biden's just sitting there with like a 16-year-old prostitute doing a line. He's like, "You break the law, you got to do your time." Right, Papa? Right, Papa? Tell him, Papa. Hey, Papa, call up Ukraine. I need some money. Like, hey, Daddy.
They named that kid Hunter, bro.
Hunter, that's
I'm
right.
down.
Man.
I'm down to just, hey, I'm like, listen, we done locked up Donald Trump and his crew right now for a little bit. Let's go after everybody. I don't care what political side you on. Let's shake them all up. Let everybody have to spend a weekend in the pokey. Everybody.
Hey,
Joe Biden be the only one not know what's going on. He's like, they got ice cream in here. Everybody's nice.
Hey, Latron, get out, bro. I was in there with everybody, bro. Hunter, Trump, Hillary. Dog, they was all up in there.
Think about that
It
video.
was crazy.
Think about that video outside the SWATs in Southwest Atlanta, the Project Villa. Is Giuliani with a bottle of champagne, Latron, Hillary Clinton just popping it on a Caprice.
Yeah, it's fun. Hey, by the way, man, Giuliani did not look happy. Like I looked at all the pictures, bro. He looked like they say he broke now. He got no money. His legacy's all messed up now, man. Messing with Trump. He looked like they gonna have to watch him. Like he gonna be on suicide watch, y'all. He does not look good.
Nah, Giuliani gonna be outside someplace and be like, "I'm Rudy Giuliani. I took on the mob. I was there in 9/11, and I helped presidential Trump. And now I'm selling mattresses for 50% off. You come on down to Giuliani's mattress hut. I'll set you up right now. Our prices are dropping faster than mob hitmen in the 80s. Don't believe me? What do you think, Joe Biden? I just wanted ice cream."
One little side note, what I thought was interesting, the only black dude in that whole crew that got arrested, still in jail, the only one. He didn't get a bond deal.
Because he ain't talking. He like, "Hey, man, I'll do 100 years on my head.
Yeah.
I ain't scared.
I'll do my nickel."
He's like, "Man, it's better. It's better in here than out there."
Not me, dog.
I can't do no time. I can't do it.
Pointing.
He probably he's probably still in jail because they haven't finished getting all of his snitching yet. He's like, "Let me see who else was there. Who do y'all want to be there? Let me ask you that question. Is there somebody you want to have been in that room?"
I'll tell everything.
I tell everything, man. We going about this the wrong way. I'm telling you what happened. You tell me what you want. Okay?
hey man, we work this out, man. Just let a brother out. And he's
Yeah.
actually the leader of Black Voices for Trump. Nah,
I sound like an R&B group.
Yeah, it do sound like an R&B group, bro.
Black Voices for Trump featuring Teddy Riley. You know?
Said, but they said Buddy in there snitching. He going down the list. He going down the list like the DMX song, bro. He was like, it was Trump.
Hey,
about two Giuliani's.
Two Giuliani's.
He's sitting there eating a banana. I'm gonna drop a dime on all of them.
I'm gonna drop a dime
all
on
of
them. All of them,
bro.
All of them, bro.
All of them,
man. I don't even know.
But let's
go ahead, Jay.
I was just gonna say this, man. Let's be honest. We really don't think Trump's ever gonna get in trouble, right?
Nah,
man. I honestly think this is, and I mean, here's the deal. I think this is just a waste of time right now. And I think, you know, I mean, it's, and I mean, I'm not getting political, but obviously, it's got a political purpose. And I'm not saying Donald Trump's innocent either, guys. What I'm saying is, listen, America, you broke me to the point where I'm like, there's not going to be justice if somebody did anything wrong. I mean, Donald Trump, like, listen, I go on record, man. I voted for Joe Biden. I didn't want Donald Trump to be president again. I don't think Joe Biden's done a good job at all as president, man. I'm not having a good time during this administration. But I also do know that I feel personally like the president I voted for, Joe Biden, is getting a pass on a lot of stuff that I personally would have held Donald Trump accountable for. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, if Donald Trump, one of his kids was doing blow with hookers in another country, I'd be like, we can't have a president with a kid doing blow with hookers. And all the other people who voted for like Joe Biden and the Democratic candidate would have been right with me. But then Joe Biden's son's doing blow with hookers, and we're like, that has nothing to do with the president. That has nothing to do with the president.
And he was leaving bags at the White House. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we know that Hunter's coke, man. We're like, we found a bag of coke. We don't know
who got Hunter's coke on it.
Yeah, don't touch Hunter's coke.
Hunter's coke, bro.
On the back of it's got a note. It was found. You may take a bump and then return to Hunter.
It was in the employee break room in the refrigerator with his name on it.
Yeah. Hey, he weighs it every time he goes in. Hey, man. This an ounce or two short. Who would be here bumping my cocaine?
I know that was my goddamn coke because it was left next to my amphetamines. Y'all know that. Daddy is just like the time with my fentanyl. Yeah, I gotta go pick my hooker up from school right now, man. It's movie day.
Coke. It was right next to them Lunchables that I had for the 60-year-old.
This is why I bring. This is why I be bringing a gun to the White House because you can't trust nobody. I'm gonna be honest, Daddy. This wouldn't have happened in the Trump administration. Eric be leaving his coke around. Nobody touched it. Tighten it up. Hey, what's up, Kamala?
Yeah. What's up, Mom? You looking good, girl?
Yeah, damn, girl. You all alone in this little office, huh? Some offices oval, some just long.
All right. Play your cards right.
Play your cards right. You might be president any hour now.
No, I'll be real with y'all, man. Of my whole life, I don't think any of the presidents have done good. I tell you one president I think who really did good, and I really mean this. And you guys can be mad at me, whatever your political stance is. When Ken Miller was president of middle school in 1989, I was the best. But nobody, do y'all know I got an ice cream truck to come to our school,
bro?
For free ice cream.
That was you.
Has Donald Trump ever gave y'all ice cream?
Never.
Huh? We effing up.
Nah, you know I love ice cream.
Guess what I did, James? I got us an extra 10 minutes at PE. Huh?
What?
Has Joe Biden ever got you an extra 10 minutes of anything?
He got dodgeball twice a week, and all he had to do was
people in the face.
Yeah, he's like, all he had to do was get those kids to sign that they would not sue for what that PE teacher did to them.
Bro.
He's like, let me ask y'all a question right now. You got diddled by the PE teacher. Which one of us can go back and change time? None of us. But what can we do to change the future? Sign the goddamn paper, and then we had dodgeball twice a week.
Let's get this dodgeball twice a week. Hey, Ken Miller got Kool-Aid in the fountain. In the water fountain. Who could have done that?
Ken Miller said, hey, man.
President, bro.
Ken Miller said, I got this dude willing to sponsor everything for our middle school. Mr. Hunter, sit down. Yes, Mr. Miller. I love the children. That one over there, too. That's what's up.
If you guys like candy, you're going to love this.
Who wants to do a line real quick? How can we tell y'all to stay away from drugs if you don't know what a drug is? Everybody line up. You there with the braces. Come sit on my lap.
Hey, I got them kids Jimmy Bears. It wasn't even invented yet.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Ken was like, you know how some schools have metal detectors to see what kids had guns? I got every kid a gun. We don't
Yeah.
need to detect nothing now.
Nah,
You
come
know
over,
who's
come
strapped?
over here if you want to.
Everyone. Yeah.
Come up here. Come up in
Everyone.
Jackson Middle School if you want to.
You want this
School
smoke?
shootings in the 80s were about somebody coming in there to kill you over drugs. School shootings in the 90s became about being sad. Let's go back to just drug beefs, guys.
Yeah.
It was organized.
That's
So
funny.
all I'm saying
Funny as
is,
hell.
man, I'm running for president independent. I'm getting y'all ice cream, Kool-Aid, barbecue, and 10 extra minutes of break time at your job.
That's hilarious, man. All right, guys, we are coming down to the wire here. We got about 2 minutes
the
left, and I always like
wire.
to leave time for you guys to tell them where you're performing so they can come out and keep supporting us. All right, we'll start with Miguel. Miguel, where you at this week, brother?
Oh, this weekend, man, I am chilling. We got the holiday weekend coming up. So I will be out, but the following weekend from the September 9th until September 15th, I'm going to be out in Austin doing shows, and I'll post up all the shows that I'm doing there soon.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
This week, I'm going to actually be on Tuesday. I'm going to be at a place called Fredster's out in Sanford. That's right. I'm going to be doing an open mic that's being run by Kelvin McMiller. I think it's his first one. They're going to do it every Tuesday night. You guys come out and check me out. I'll be out there. I'm sorry. It's in Maitland. I don't know
Maitland.
why
I'm
I
about to
said
say, yeah,
Maitland.
I think it's
Yeah,
in
it's
Maitland,
Maitland,
yeah.
not Sanford. So y'all come out and check that out. And Saturday, I'm actually going to be at the Valerie Theater in Inverness, Florida. If you guys want to check that out, check out my social media. You guys can get tickets. Ken, where you going to be, brother?
Yo, that Valerie show is amazing, bro.
I've been there before. I love it.
It's amazing,
Love it.
amazing show, bro.
It is.
Hopefully Hurricane Idalia, whatever this hurricane called, Idalia,
Yeah.
hopefully Hurricane Black Dahlia don't mess up my weekend.
Black
because
Dahlia,
I'm in Port Charlotte this weekend. I'm headlining this weekend in Port Charlotte.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Thank you,
nice.
man. Appreciate it, man. And then also this Friday, Chris Alexander will be headlining Funny Fridays at the Improv Sidebar. We've been doing good. 65 first week, 35 last week. And I think second week. And I think Tim Allen had about 40 people.
I think he did.
This past Friday. So appreciate y'all coming on. But Port Charlotte, long as Hurricane
I be on it all night, man. I be on it all day.
Don't mess this up, yo.
You can catch me in the air.
Who the hell naming these hurricanes? Yo? I ain't never met nobody named Adalia, bro.
Chat GPT.
Adalia, bro. Never met Adalia in my life.
I want to thank everybody out there for listening. I want to thank my two hosts here, Mr. Ken Miller and Miguel Colon Jr. Make sure you guys go follow them on their own personal social media. Thank you guys for listening to us. This has been Real Laughs right here on Real Radio 104.1. We're going to see you guys tomorrow, and Ken, tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
Perfect.